Hi everybody. I said I was going to make a video that had to do with the warm-up, okay, the dynamic warm-up, and I wanted to talk about that today. So sorry about that. We just have a lot of things going on with videos and trying to get a whole lot of them done so we can get that out to not just Spokane but actually throughout the country too. So. But I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give a lot of these workouts to y'all on the inner circle, so that for however long that we're closed down, you can continue to use them. Okay. So also let me know how they're working out for you. If not texting me, then down below, so that other people can see that too and how it's affecting them. And then sometimes it just motivates them to also get engaged, and you're engaging other people and you're also helping to encourage them to press on and to do the next thing. Okay, so and it's a hard time right now, so we need to be there for each other, stir each other up, have great accountability partners. We always want to have somebody that's just a step beyond us, and you know, that's what we're working hard to do, is to continue on and to not allow anything to slow us down, but to keep on moving and to serve well and to serve at our highest possibility. So with no further ado, let's get into the warm-up, okay? So the first thing is 24 leg swings. What you can do is, it's best if you have your hands both on something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this right here. Okay, so like upstairs, I have this place where on the rails that you can hold on. It's about right here, but you're able to rotate all the way through the hip flexors, the adductors, and your gluteus medius. And this is huge because it really does help to open up completely through the muscles that really give you a problem if you're running a lot day in and day out. And this is one of the coolest, simplest exercises that you can do that will help to loosen up that area, but it also strengthen. So it's not just flexibility. Flexibility is a little bit different than elasticity. So we're trying to build elasticity, the ability to have the strength and be able to have the ability to get out longer. But this is what keeps you from injury. And so this warm-up does a lot of different things, okay? So with no further ado, let's get into it. So it's here, it's 24, where you bring your leg up and your toe is coming out. So the toe is not remaining here, okay? Remaining there. It's coming out. So out. Better balance. There you go. So it's like that. Okay, so the foot, my right foot, is going to be just straight up and down. Not out, but straight here, okay? Inside and out. So that's 24. And you're just going to switch that foot, okay? That right foot is now towards you, and I am leaning forward while my head is close to the knee. Do not hit yourself in the head with that knee, okay? But make sure that you're getting that full extension. You should be able to feel that in your hamstrings as you are going back here. And as you're coming forward, you should be able to feel that more in your lower lumbar, in your lower back, okay? So you can start off nice and easy. 24 is just real easy. And then we have that later on at the end to where you're doing 12, okay? So it's here. Obviously, other side. Make sure your breathing starts now. Okay? Just taking your time to get your breath right. You're trying to find that rhythm. Okay? Again, inside out. Okay, very good. So, next one is going to be where we are going into an inchworm but staying stationary. All right, so it's going to look like this with a push-up. Okay. Remember, this is a warm-up. So if y'all happen to have your MyZone heart rate monitor, I want you to make sure that you're not getting into the yellow zone. So take the breaks as we need to keep yourself in the blue and in the green. I prefer you to be in the green or in the blue most often, But as you continue to get further into the warm-up, then you can move into a little bit more in the yellow, okay? Or into the green zone, excuse me. Okay, so it looks like this. Down and up. So if your feet are wider, that means that you can keep your legs more extended. But if the feet are in, the tendency is to bring the knees and bend them. But I want you to work on getting real elasticity, okay? And that has to do with you being at your full lengthening, okay? So let's start here, nice and wide. Push up. If that's too much for you, that's okay. Go ahead and go down to your knees. That's just fine, okay? Good. So you have 12 of those. Remember, the power of your breath is everything, okay? So if you can get in control of your breath now, your workout will be so much better, okay? So it's something that has to be developed earlier on. So the more that you develop earlier on, the less that you're thinking about it and become subconscious, like breathing, okay? So you don't think a lot about those autonomic systems that are playing, such as breathing, as you're working out. But if you can get those established and you're really focusing in on your breath and the way that you're breathing through the exercises, you're gonna do a whole lot better during the workout. Okay, next is going to be the Cobra to downward dog, and then into a tricep push-up. So with the inchworms to push up, let's make them wide, okay? So that's wide chest, all right? Going all the way through the pectoral major, as well as through the lats and the rhomboids and delts, a little bit tricep and bicep. Okay, but now what we're going to do is we're gonna go here, up, okay? Just like the inchworm, just making sure your heels touch the ground, you're moving your hips from side to side, and then your elbows stay in, your hips are up as much as you can, and it's a tricep push-up. If you can't do that at this point, it's okay, that's no problem. Just go to your knees, all right? Just go ahead and go to your knees. And then again, start the Cobra, up, tricep push-up. Again. Okay, and perhaps as you're going further into this, this warm-up, that your feet can start coming in a little bit more because your body's letting go and it's releasing pressure and tension. All right, this is a good thing. All right, so here. Each one's about 2 to 3 second hold. Cobra, downward dog, tricep push-up, okay? Cobra, downward dog, roof, roof, and a tricep push-up. There you go, easy does it. All right, next is forward lunges. You know this, we do lunges all the time. This is a good compound exercise, but we are staying in place. Just make sure that knee is not, there's not too much shearing going on there. All right, good, just like that, just in place. You can make them a little bit wider. They don't need to be fast. I just want you to feel your muscles that are engaged in this exercise, such as the quad, the glute, the hamstring, okay, the lower lumbar, the transverse abdominis underneath it all, your soleus, okay, and even a little bit of your calf. Excellent. So we're gonna go backwards, okay? All right, that's good. But good control. Take a deep breath. Excellent. Good. They don't need to be fast. It's just quality. It's always quality over quantity. That's right. That's good. So we're looking 24 to 30 of those, okay? So forward, the backward. Excellent. Okay, next. So a lot of times, if you have been here, then we used to do a lot of the forward lunges with the forward kick, okay? So it went forward, forward kick, backward kick. So forward kick, backward kick, and into a lunge, right? Well, today we're gonna concentrate more on balance, okay? So take your breath, okay? Breath in, breath out. Think about stabilizing yourself, keeping yourself growing roots into the ground. Your feet are growing roots into the ground. So 1 foot up, back, okay? 1 foot up, back. As high as the foot comes up forward, you want it to match in the backside, okay? So up, back, up, back. And you'll get better at it as you're continuing to, warm up better. And your body, the synovial fluid's getting nice and warm through your joints. All right, good. So don't hurt yourself. Just start easy. We have 12 of these, but do keep yourself in this same position. And through time, you'll be able to go from one to the other. Okay, 12 of those. All right, and then we're gonna go back to leg swings, but it's only half. So only 12 here. Okay, just kind of flushing things out. Good. Okay. Yep. All right. Next is everybody's favorite, the handstands isos. So what we're going to do here is first modification to handstands is going to be here. Okay, is getting yourself to a position that allows you to be here for 30 seconds, okay? Once we get past this, then we can go to the next thing, all right? So the elbow needs to get it kind of tucked into the knee, and as I'm leaning forward, I'm balancing myself here on my body, all right? And once you practice that a little bit every day, all right? This is again, one of the biggest elements of gymnastics and being able to move your body well is being able to do this in a way that doesn't get you hurt. So this is the first step to that. The next step is going to be with your knee in to your chest and kind of just bringing my left leg, I'm trying to extend that up to the roof as far as I possibly can. And I'm trying to keep my right knee as close to my chest as possible. Okay. Nice and soft landings. So, 6 reps on one side, 6 on the other, okay? And that's the next modification after you can hold that exercise for 30 seconds. The reason why it's 30 seconds is because it allows your stabilizers to finally stabilize. If you move up too quickly, you'll find yourself getting, having sharp pains in some spots, and sometimes that can happen no matter what you're doing. But just make sure foam rolling is a big part of what you're doing. Stop what you're doing, go roll it out. Take your time in the warm up. It's a warm up. It's not a workout. So take your time with what you're doing and make sure that you're getting what you need to make sure that your workout is done well and it feels good. So you never can get where you want to go if you're continuing to get hurt. So let's make sure that the body is warming up properly. You'll notice if the body warms up more properly, your workout it feels good and you want to give more. If you feel good, don't you want to always do more and give a little bit better and do the best that you possibly can? Yeah, absolutely. So let's make sure your warm up is real good. And if you can't get the whole workout done, that's okay. It's a part of, this warm up is so dynamic in that it's hitting every body group, every position of the body, and it's a good stretch while also giving you good results for a sense of flexibility, but more elasticity. So, okay, the next one is, obviously we're getting to a point to where if you need, you can use a wall. In this modification, in this second level, you're also trying to bring your feet up, right? And so after you've done that and you feel you have more control, and you have more stability in your shoulders, you can start using a wall to where you can start feeling your lower back and your transverse abdominis as well as your obliques engaging. The more that so you can't really move on to the next step without the wall unless you can feel the stabilization, okay? I mean, you can have somebody next to you, but it's best if you use a wall that is right there to where you can only go so far, and you can practice kind of arching that back, okay? So, really trying to bring that knee into the chest and the leg is extending out. So once we get to that point, then we'll be able to kind of do some cool little stuff to where we're walking handstands, isolated handstands as such. So it kind of looks like this. So we have now a square, okay, that I'm trying to keep you in. It is 4x4 and you're doing your very best to isolate yourself. So if you're at this point, I want you to do your very best to stay within this square. So I'm going to show you a little bit of that here. I'm going to do my best to stay in that square, but I want you to think about engaging the core, the obliques, and lengthening your back. Everybody has their own position where their feet need to be. Listen, the more that you do it, the better you're going to get at. So 2 to 5 minutes every day is going to allow you to really get so much better at this. I remember when I was at about 10 seconds, now I'm right at a minute, and so, you know, look forward to getting better at it. So it looks like this. Okay, so you get the idea. The idea here is you can move your feet around, you know, like, and really start arching your back. But at this level, there's many things that we're gonna talk about. And that'll be a video that I'm gonna make here in a couple weeks that is specific to handstand walks, progression of handstands. This is just a warm up. I just wanted to kind of show you that a little bit. Those are the 3 modifications. One is where you're holding here. Okay, next one is here. And then once you can feel your stabilization, you can feel your transverse abdominis, your obliques, your lower back engaging and coming to, then you can move on to the finale, to where we're isolating and holding and seeing how long you can hold within that square, that 4x4 square. But communicate with me, talk with me through those. There's quite a few things to learn in the midst of those, but this is just a warm up. So very good, we'll talk about that on another video. Very good, so after that, you have your daily, after your warm up, you have your daily run, and then you're off to the races. But make sure your run is in that, in those zones. So if you don't have a heart rate monitor, that's okay. I would like you to have some kind of heart rate monitor, just so that we can engage there's volumes of information. When you know that your heart rate, when your heart rate's in certain areas and how much energy that your body is giving to certain exercise, it's gonna allow you to have more energy throughout your day and for your other days that you're working out. So the more that I know about those things, the better that your success will be, and the more power you're gonna have for days that you need them, for longer workouts or days that you're with your kids or whatever. So we want to make sure that this workout and everything that we do is all about balance and making sure that we have the best possible balance that we can have in every area of our life. And so let's just make sure that everything that we do it well, and ask questions. the more questions that you ask, the more answers you'll get, and the more power it's going to give to your journey. So, yeah, thanks for coming along, and I look forward to our next video. All right, until next time, we'll see you later.